1999, the euro will be a currency in its own right.
The 6 crews are lining up now for the men's 8s. Closest to you, Great Britain in lane 6, stretching away Russia. Germany in lane number 4. 3, Romania who won in Munich, first of this season's regattas. Australia, their first appearance, and Italy making the final. No American crew here. They're preparing back home. We'll see them in Germany in September. So Italy, who haven't a great record in recent times in men's 8s. Australia, of course, everything they do is geared to the Olympics in Sydney. Incidentally, quite interesting with Krombacher, the sponsors here, they've actually got a little scale here. If you're a rower that comes from Europe and you win a World Cup point, then you get 150 Swiss francs. If you come from America or Canada, you get double that, 300. If you come from Australia, you get 450. And there's 1 or 2 Australian people on the side here counting the money and hoping that the Australians here will do quite well, because they really have the benefit of earning the extra money, although of course it costs them so much more to get here, so that's why the system has been designed in that way. So here are Great Britain, 4th in the world last year, an improving outfit. Germany, though, winning the men's 8s is just about everything to them. If they couldn't win anything else, they'd settle for winning just this. And usually they go out fast, which is the tactic now in men's 8s rowing. Start fast, stay fast. If you can, get faster. Over 40 strokes a minute as they really power off the start. And Germany really going very quickly. Germany from 3 from the bottom of the picture there, and you can already see that they've got a man advantage up on the 2 crews closest to you. They really have started with a vengeance. But can they keep it going? Britain at the back there, Italy are way on the far side. And Germany with Peter Tiede, the coxswain, with the race plan, facing Marco Weber, the stroke man, who's picking up that rhythm and sending it down the boat. Through this first 500, and Germany definitely with the advantage, although of course the angle doesn't really tell you much at the moment. You'll just have to take my word for it. So steady as they come through now, and the Germans actually have been caught a little bit here, and they haven't got the advantage. Russia now, and look at the Germans, after a really quick start through the first 250, find themselves down in 5th place. So what a turnaround there. The Russians in lane number 5, coming through the first quarter to take the advantage. Russians who were 6th in the world, the Germans who were 5th last year in France. And the Germans who've really been playing around with the crew haven't really had a settled 8 out yet so far this year. Australia. Also rowing a little better now than they did in the beginning. Still just about in the pack there. They crossed the first 500 in 2nd place, but they're beginning to find it hard to hold on to that position now. Romania also now making an improvement now. Romania 3 from the top of the picture now, beginning to, it's the bow of their boat now. Romania beginning to take the advantage. Coming through to the half distance, and I'd say it was Romania just about ahead of Russia, and then in 3rd place Australia, Italy, Great Britain, and the Germans at the moment with an awful lot of work to do. And this is an extraordinary row by this German 8 because they've given away so much. Romania with the advantage. This would wrap the World Cup if they can hold on to that, but we're only halfway through the race now. Now beginning to challenge the bow of the German boat. I'm sure that graphic was wrong because they never looked 10 seconds behind. Can't believe that. Malengorgi and Duran Alupe, the man in the stroke seat for the Romanians, and now the Germans are beginning to come back on the Romanians now, and this is much more like it. And the Romanians in this third quarter feeling the heat of the Germans, and the Germans are really hunting the Romanians now. Great Britain also beginning to move up from the back now. They were down in 5th place. They're beginning to make their presence felt. They've got an awful lot to do to get on the terms with the front two. But look at the Romanians on the far side. For me, they're working just that little bit harder than the Germans. Great Britain in foreground there. Germans in the white vest, far side the blue of Romania. And the British 8 looking round. Crew 5, that's the Russians who led early on but now are struggling through. Romania, Germany, just about in 3rd place. Great Britain now. And don't worry about those captions. The British are through the Russians. I'm sure that at the moment. And the smoother of the boats between Germany and Romania are the Germans now. Look at the bow of that German boat really beginning to move on them. And there's an ever-decreasing gap now between these two crews. The Germans getting really good extension. Look at this, the boat's really flowing beautifully. The British still looking over their shoulders and they're not on terms yet with the first two. And this is going to give a lot of cheer, but they still got to overtake the Romanians. Romania still with a canvas advantage now. And this looks as if this could go right down to the wire between these two crews. Germans ever so smooth, inching their way. Millimetre by millimetre, centimetre by centimetre. The Germans are beginning to come on to the Romanians now, coming into the enclosures. Still the Romanians with a narrow advantage. Now the Germans surge. Just kicked in an extra gear there. Peter Tidi asking for the effort now. And it's Germany and Romania, bow to bow. Really, the angle is deceptive. They haven't quite got past them, or have they? Germany's on the surge. It's on the bow. It's Germany ahead of Romania. And just take them in the last 50 metres of the race. Britain, an excellent third ahead of Australia, Russia. And then right at the back, the Italians. But that was really well tactically done by Peter Tidi, standing up in the boat there. And he executed that race plan just perfectly. Look at this. So at the end of this World Cup regatta, a final flourish for the Germans, taking the 8 points in the men's 8, and overall they've done well enough to take the title and the Krombacher Cup for 98 back to Germany with a total of 137 points. That's 25 more than the British, who are in 2nd place. Denmark up in 3rd place. Really good overall squad performance, with Australia in 4th and Romania in 5th, as you see the final result. So it wasn't 100 points, the margin of victory overall this year. It was down to 25, but Germany retain the World Cup. Well, that's it from Lucerne. The next time we have the rowing for you here on Eurosport will be the World Championships from the 10th to the 13th of September from Cologne. From myself, David Goldstrom, thanks for your company. See you in September.